My brothers and sisters in Christ, today we hear in the Gospel the great parable of the Good Samaritan, one of the most famous of the Gospel parables, and one that is so loaded with meaning that sometimes jumping to the most obvious one causes us to miss on the profound depth of it. Is today's Gospel parable ultimately about the need to be neighbor to one another? Of course. That's the reason why Jesus offers it in response. However, before we can recognize just our call to go and do likewise, we first need to understand that we are in the parable as the nearly dead man. This image, and the church fathers grasped onto this very powerfully, and some wrote extensively on this parable, of the fact that the man beaten and left for dead is the fallen sinful man. Even the descent from Jerusalem to Jericho as an image of the fall from original justice in the Garden of Eden to the plane, if you will, of sinful reality, from the height downward and cast aside, left to die in our sinfulness. And in this, we see that the stranger who comes and ministers with the oil and the wine comes and literally ministers to him with the image of the sacraments, carries him to the inn, leaves and provides everything needed, something the church father saw as an image of the church at the inn, and says that the one who saved the man will return again and will repay. And so all of this is an image of Christ encountering us in our sinful humanity. And it's important that we realize this aspect of the parable as well, because as always is the case, to truly compel us to show mercy to one another, we first must grasp the mercy that we have been shown. Then we can go and do likewise. But so often we neglect, because we're not recollected, because we don't examine our consciences, because we neglect the sacrament of reconciliation, we often grow deluded in just how far on our own that we fall short of the glory of God, and therefore do not appreciate the tremendous mercy and love that God has shown and continues to show to us. When we do grasp those things, and I say grasp in a relative sense, they're more profound than we're even capable of fully grasping. But when we grasp to the extent that we can, then we are better equipped to go and be neighbor to one another. When we see the way that we have been treated with great mercy, then we will be more apt to show the same mercy to our neighbor. My brothers and sisters, may we reflect well on the tremendous gift we have received, and may we go and do likewise. May God bless you all.